guys, welcome back to the Premier Hotspur TV, guys. It's Simon, North of England's biggest Spurs fan. Tonight, guys, we'll go through the player ratings, the post-match reaction from last night's absolutely shambolic performance once again. And we will be going on the topic of, is it time for Jose? Is time up for Jose? And we've got special guests in the house, guys. We've got the Sussex Hotspur. Matt comes on every other time now. We've got Hyper. He's always in the building with us. Guys, after last night's, we can say from 30 minutes, 35 minutes onwards, we can say it was, after that, it was shambolic, isn't it, guys? Matt?
Shocking, mate. I don't know. Yeah. Sorry if I'm not going to be too happy tonight, but I think it's just finally getting to I've just tried to be as positive as I can on most of the shows and try and find positives, and this team just keep letting me down and letting us down, and it just gets to the point where I think we just all want the season to end as quickly as possible, but I don't know what's worse, lockdown or Tottenham. Do you know what I mean? It's getting to that point, mate. It was just shocking. Again, too many mistakes.
I actually feel it. Your pain power. It's the frustration, mate. Even last night when we finished the stream, me and Hyper stayed on for another half an hour. It was 3 hours and 50 minutes was going for. But I had to get off last night because I was getting wound up again. And leaving last night, I was just saying to myself, "What's going on at this club?"
Yeah.
And you're right, Matt. It's come to that point where you just want the season to end. You just want it just to finish. But we still got to carry on, guys, because we can still get a trophy out of how bad we're playing at the minute. Not in the Carabao Cup final against City, and play like that against yesterday. Not a chance, have we? Absolutely not a flipping chance. But you never know. It's a one-off in the final. You never know, do you? And as you said, Matt, looks like the top four now. It's slipping away. I don't care what anyone says. I know some good passionate fans out there will say keep faith. Yeah, keep faith. But me personally, as what Matt said, I can't see top four is real slipping away fast. And especially if results don't go our way this with West Ham playing as well tomorrow, I think, and Chelsea. If both of them teams win, they just go further in front of us. And we've got West Ham as well on Sunday. That could be the nail in the coffin for top four if we lose against West Ham. But we can get back on the Europa League. Hyper, welcome back into the studio, mate.
Thank you.
Where do we go from here?
The board knew what they are going to get when they hire Jose. So I think if they knew what they were going to get, what kind of football, what kind of manager, what he was demanding, okay, why did they hire him in the first place? I mean, if they are going to now in the middle of this road, in the middle of this journey, they are going to throw everything away. I think that is going backwards. Because you are going to spend 40 million that next summer we can spend on a player. Okay, you spend 40 million to sack Jose. You sack him now. Nagelsmann is not going to come. At the moment, he's not going to come. He's not going to leave Red Bull Leipzig. So who are you going to get? Okay, let's see the options. Allegri. Do you think the fans can understand Allegri? Or what he wants, or his football, or also the players. Can the players understand what Allegri wants, or their training sessions? Because the training sessions of Allegri are some crazy training sessions. So imagine if these players are divas, if these players are prima donnas, they can't cope with Allegri. And also Allegri's style of play is not the same as Jose, but is similar. So imagine you get Allegri, and then 6 months later or 7 months later, they want him out because they don't like his style of football or he has problems with the players. Okay, you bring someone like Eddie Howe. You bring a yes man who is going to accept everything Enix says. He's going to accept everything the Levy says. And imagine if our head of recruitment says, "Oh, it's a nightmare when I have to recruit players," then why are you there? Why are you doing the job, a job you hate? So what are our options now, guys? Okay, we sack Jose. We sack Jose now. Where do we go from here? That is my question for you. Where do we go from here? Because I don't have an answer right now.
Right, Hyper. We'll jump back onto that topic in the middle of the show, guys. First of all, we're getting to the player ratings from yesterday. Fucking hell, Jesus Christ, going through these player ratings. We have got Harry in the house. Big up, Harry. Cheers, pal. Cheers, pal, for coming in. It's good for you to come on yesterday, have a little chat with us as well. And he's saying the only manager we will get is Eddie Howe. Yes, I was saying yesterday, be careful what you wish for, because this is the guy we could end up for another 4 or 5 years of this one. You know what I mean? So in the player ratings, Hyper, Matt's already gave me his player ratings. I agree with Matt. I've got them all down here. We'll go one by one, and you just tell us if you agree with Matt. So up first, Loris. Matt gave him a 1.
I agree.
Matt, just quickly just go over Hugo Loris and why you gave him a 1, mate.
Just shocking, wasn't he? Like, it's just, he's supposed to be our captain. These mistakes are going back into his game. We thought they were all going. Again, when you need him to stand up and step up, he bottles it. He's done it for France. He done it in the World Cup final. It didn't cost him. He was lucky with that. You know, he's got to save that penalty yesterday. That's a joke. And then Gundogan's second goal. I mean, he's literally just toe poked it. Not hard, not right in the corner. He's just got to get a big glove on it and get it out of there. And then obviously Everton, he had a shocker as well. So it's not like it's just a one-off. Against Liverpool, he did it as well. Alexander-Arnold, he parried it straight back to him and he volleyed it in. So yeah, I'm just getting to the point where I'm sick and tired of Hugo Lloris. So yeah, I'll give him a 1.
Yeah, you have to questioning his form at the minute. You know, Hugo, he's not the only one at that back line there. But I actually saw a little comment someone made earlier about world-class keepers, and between the world-class keeper and Hugo Lloris, it's like a world-class keeper will come off his line and make himself big in them sort of situations where Hugo just literally stays on his line, and he just, doesn't even come out and make himself big and things like that. And that's what you have to do when you're a goalie. So yeah, I can see where you're coming from, Matt, and yeah, I totally agree, mate. That's okay. People can say, "Oh, the penalty. At least he got a hand." Yeah, but he got a knee on the whole hand of that. He just wasn't strong enough, was it? It was
literally a side foot P roller and not even in the corner. He's got to save that. He knew he should save it. His reaction was to hit the ground and go. You know, he was annoyed. Think how us fans are feeling. You've let us down again.
Absolutely, yeah. It's like, Matt, as you said there about that Dominic Calvert-Lewin's goal. You know what I mean? That one, that's absolutely horrendous. I mean, then you can go like City's second goal last night, or was it his third? No, it was the second goal. When he hit him at the bottom of the studs, it was how slow that ball was moving. He still got beaten his knee. And that,
I've got people on social media telling me it's not Lloris's fault, those 2 goals yesterday. I'm like, well, he's the goalkeeper. Yes, the defence should do better, but he's meant to save the ball.
Yeah.
That's his fault.
Yeah, absolutely. Hyper. So Matt's gave him a 1. Do you agree with Matt, mate?
Yes.
Yeah. What? Quickly on Hugo, Hyper. Do you agree what Matt's going on about his form? It's terrible so far, isn't it? It's
very bad, and we know he's a very good keeper, but his mind is not here. And if he wants to go to Paris, he can go. There's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah. Yeah, as what Matt pulled up yesterday, he's heard that, and I've heard it as well. Like Loris, I think that's where he wants to end his career. So if that's the case, I think we should start doing a deal. I really do. I think start looking for a new number one, really. But he has done us wonders over the years, though. Hugo, just he's declined in form, and he's declined in form with age as well, and with a couple of injuries he's had as well. I don't think he's properly recovered from that injury. I think it was at Stoke, was it? With his arm.
Brighton, it was at Brighton.
At Brighton. Actually, at Brighton. At Brighton. Yeah. And I don't think he's fully recovered.
He doesn't trust himself going down, does he? I think, or commanding the box. But you can't have that.
He's scared.
Yeah.
Especially with a defence like ours, we need him to come out and go, right, I'm having this.
Yeah, exactly. So, guys in the chat, keep the comments coming. Smash the like, subscribe if you already haven't, guys. And next one, guys. Max gave Tanganga a 6. Matt, again, same as Hugo. Just run over quickly on Tanganga. Why you gave him a 6?
Well, I mean, I felt a bit sorry for him yesterday. He's in the defence, where 2 centre-backs are pretty useless. We'll get onto that in a minute, I'm sure. But he's playing up against Foden and Sterling. Don't forget they switched wings, and I think he handled them both pretty well most of the game. He had really good passing accuracy. He did the most take-ons, which for a right-back is a bit ludicrous. I mean, when you look at our attacking team we had out yesterday, he was the one who did the most take-ons. He won most of his duels. He recovered the ball really well. He got up and down, the flank. Yeah, he was. If I'm looking for like a positive or a bright spark yesterday, Japhet Tanganga, I think he's got to get in that team now. Whether it is centre back, whether it is right back, I think he was solid yesterday and not against an easy opposition. And it was his first start in the Premier League this season, so I think he handled himself pretty well. And he had a really good interview on the Spurs TV. If you haven't seen that, really professional. But he looks like he really was angry, and he looks like he cares about this club and shows passion. So, yeah, that's why I gave him a 6.
Yeah, brilliant, Matt. Hugo, Hyper. Sorry, Hugo Hyper. Do you agree with Matt giving Tanganga a 6?
Yes, he's a light in all this darkness, and he's a hope for the future years, and I believe in him.
Yeah, with Tanganga, guys, I just think he can overtake Aurier. There's question marks. I watched a couple of shows over today, and they were saying about Tanganga could be given a start, and people questioned it over Aurier, and they said, let's give him a chance. And I over them as that performance, you can't go over one performance, can you? But if you're not going to give a guy a consistent run of games, you never know how good this guy can be. So, to me, if the time is right, I think the time's right now to give him, especially in the Europa League on Thursday. I'll give him another run out at the right back. So and his performance yesterday, I think I agree. Whoever he was marking, he was up against Foden, he was up against Sterling. I think he did handle him quite well. He had a couple of shaky moments, but you're going to have that. Every defender has a shaky moment. But I think he actually was one. I think it was our best defender yesterday, really, out of the 4. So I agree with that one. So on to Davinson Sanchez. Max gave Davinson Sanchez a 2. Matt, just quickly tell everyone why you chose to give Sanchez a 2.
Poor passing. He's always out of position. That third goal makes us look like a right laughing stock. I mean, I've seen about 1,000 videos today of other fans making like a compilation of that goal and then putting like the sort of silly music over the top. And,
He's dead.
put it on their TikTok. and they're taking the piss out of us. They're all laughing at us. And like he's fallen on his face, and it's like a cartoon the way he slid across the floor. I'm just like, what are you doing, mate? Honestly,
absolutely.
He's a clown.
It was horrendous.
He is Tottenham's David Luiz. That's what he is. He's just shocking. He's got to go. And who the scout for 42 million? I don't know what they saw, because he's probably worth 10 million. I mean, if that, I don't know who would buy him.
But Matt, it comes back to it does come back to the manager. He picks the team.
Yeah. And
the question was last night when I was watching a couple of these live streams again. The question was, he's the manager. He picks the team, and why does he keep picking Sanchez and Dyer? And it's you just can't argue with him, can you? It's just, when you've got the likes of Road in there.
I think he's trying to find some consistency, trying to get a partnership, and because
I just think what he's trying to do, Matt. I think he's trying to find who's his best partnership at the back, and I think that's what he's trying to do. He's trying so many partnerships, and it's not working. And
I think he couldn't play Toby either, because it was. Toby's that year older now. He played 120 minutes the other night. It's his age. That is the problem. I think he's just worried if he pings something or is injured. I don't know what would happen, because he's got so many games coming up.
Yeah, I totally understand with Toby, mate. But we had Road in there.
Yeah,
I mean, and it's another one. It's another one like Tang. It's like Tanganga. If you're never going to give him a consistent run in the team, he's never. You never know how good this guy can be, and this is the problem. That's the problem. He's gonna keeps going back to these so-called experienced heads of Sanchez and Dyer, because that's what they are. Because Sanchez has been here about 4 years now, Matt. 5 years.
Yeah. But he's so experienced, he gets beat by one long ball from a goalkeeper, and he gets pushed off the ball by Gundogan, who, I'm not being funny, isn't exactly the strongest player I've ever seen.
No, exactly. So it was poor again last night. But let me just track my what I say poor. First 30 odd minutes before the penalty.
Yeah. We
can say, my God, what's happening here? We're seeing Sanchez defending properly here with Dyer. They look quite solid. Our attack looked good when we attacked, and it was like, wow.
It's like I said on the live stream today. I said these guys they're going to make a mistake. It's just whether they punish it, and they did.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. So I totally agree with you, mate. With the two, because after that, mate, after the penalty, he was terrible.
Shocking. He was awful. It just went.
Shocking. Absolutely, yeah. Just like penalty, mate. As we said, didn't it? Just went downhill from that. So Hyper's, I think he's just texted me saying he's charging his phone. Right. So the next one, guys, it's Eric Dyer. Matt's gave him a 4. Matt, again, just tell him why quickly. Why he gave Dyer a 4.
Out of the two, he was the better defender yesterday for me. I don't think he made too many mistakes, to be honest. It wasn't like a clear and obvious one like Sanchez's. Again, his passing's questionable. His distribution from the back, that he tried to play a long ball like Alderweireld does, and it just goes nowhere. It goes out for a throw-in. I mean, City must, I mean, to be honest, it's not as if they even played that well yesterday. They didn't even get out of second gear. That was how relaxed they were. But Dyer was all right, but he was a little bit better than Sanchez. But again, he's just not good enough. He's not good enough coming out from the back. He's not got much quality on the ball. I don't really know what much else he offers. He sometimes wins headers, but then sometimes he'll lose out to like a 5'7" player from a jumping duel, and it's like, how does that work? You're 6'2" or 6'3". Like, you should be towering above him.
Absolutely spot on, Matt. Yes, again, Matt. We go back to that before the penalty, mate. It was looking rosy, mate. It was looking, hey, this is looking quite good here. Defense looks rocky and looks solid, and we look good in attack, and efforts fall into plan. The plan of tactics of Jose's tactics is looking quite good here, but it just went bomb after that penalty. We've got Alexander Hilton here. Thanks for coming in, mate. A pleasure to have you back on, mate. Yeah, hello from me and Matt and Hyper. Just smash the comments, guys. Keep the comments coming, guys. Ask us anything, any related with football and anything like that, guys. Smash the like, subscribe if you already haven't, guys. It's free of charge. Matt, sorry, Hyper, we'll come to you. Matt's gave Eric Dyer a 4. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree. Both center backs were very bad, but yeah, I will put Dyer a 4.
Yeah, I don't know. As you said there, Matt, we just can't continue playing Dyer and Sanchez.
No.
And you was correct there, and the reason being why one of these do play all the time is because Toby can't play all the time. It's Toby Les can't take it no more, and unfortunately we're going to have to see this partnership, mate. Yeah. For the rest of the season, mate. Disney in every other game, probably. You know what I mean? And it's worrying. It's worrying, especially with Hugo on his form as well. Yeah. So yeah, I agree with that, mate. With Dyer having a 4 there, I think as the game went on, mate, it was just him and Sanchez was terrible, wasn't it?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Sort of there, and then it just went slowly downhill.
Yeah, it just deflated, mate. Yeah, Yeds went. But we'll go on to the positives and the negatives in a minute after this, guys. We've got Alexander here. Tanganga, he says first, and then he says he was the only good player. Yeah. We're just actually speaking about this, Alexander. We're going through the player ratings at the minute, mate. And Tanganga, it was one of our brighter sparks. So we'll go to left back, guys, and Matt gave Davis a 5. Matt, tell everyone why you gave him a 5, mate.
I don't think either of the left back or right back were awful yesterday. I do think the 2 centre backs let him down. I think Ben Davies tried to get up the pitch. There was a few 1-2s and a nice bit of movement, even at the beginning. Like you say, the first 20 minutes, we looked really good. Or 25 to 30 minutes. And none of us were moaning sort of at Davies then. But I just think with Ben Davies, he can't. If you think about it, he's played every single game recently, whether it's a cup game, whether it's a league game. Got to get Reggie on back soon, whenever it is, because problem with Ben Davies, he's good for like one. He'll play like one game, but then he needs a rest, and he comes into like the cup game. He's a good squad player, I'd say. Like he can rotate in, or if you need him for like that one game, if you're trying to act a bit more tactically, or you want to go free at the back, he can slot in there. I don't think he was awful. I thought he was sort of like 5, mediocre sort of thing. I did feel a bit sorry for the Tanganga and Davies at times. But the problem with Ben Davies is his distribution's not good enough. Gives the ball away too much. His crossing's pretty shocking, to be honest, at times. He probably doesn't score that many, but and yeah, I don't think he was terrible, but I thought, I'll give him a 5 for that.
Not a problem, mate. Yeah, I totally agree with that, mate. I'm just going to go on to this. Actually, first, Alexander Hilton says Davis gets a transfer to my Ian with Danny and Rose.
I think he's saying Milan, AC Milan.
It does, Milan with Danny Rose, yeah, definitely, mate. Bookie and Bad, thanks for coming in, mate. Thank you very much for taking your time out to come onto the show and speak about yesterday's performance with us, mate. He says, "What's going on, lads?" Yeah, we're all a bit deflated still from yesterday. We're trying to get some positive vibes in here, so if you've got some positive vibe, Bookie, send it our way. He goes on then says the Man City game just took all the life out of me. Yeah, it probably took it on most fans, pal. But thanks for coming in, mate. Keep the chats coming in.
Yeah.
We are just going through at the minute, mate. The player ratings. We're at Davis now. Ben Davis at 5. Hyper, do you agree with Matt giving Davis a 5?
Yes, he was not that bad, but all the defense was bad. I don't know. Sometimes I just want everything to be fine. I just want us to win. Sorry, to keep clean sheets, and it is very frustrating, very frustrating to watch it as a fan. But I mean, what can we do? Should we play, for example, Joe Hart and Joe Rodon and Tanganga, for example, in the matches? What will that take us? Or sorry, where will that take us? So I don't know. Like I said, at the moment, I don't really have answers, but I agree. Yes, Davis was not very bad, but at the beginning I said surely this guy cannot be as bad as people say, and surprised, he's worse than I thought he could be, because at first I said, okay, he's playing at center back. They gave him the armband. Surely this guy has to have something in him, or surely this guy is not as bad as fans say. But my surprise is now I see how bad these players are, and I feel very disappointed to realize how bad these players are.
Yeah, absolutely. Hyper. Spot on there, mate. We've got another little chat here, guys, from Alexander. He goes, we had a defence of Walker, Toby, Yan, and Rose. Yeah, that's the past now, Alexander. Yeah, absolutely. That was a real back four. That was absolutely. We had the two soldiers in central defence, and we had the two whippets down the wings, guys, and that was brilliant. Hugo at his prime as well is brilliant. It was just a back five. It's just absolute awesome. Now we've gone from that to what we got now. It's hard to take. I don't know, guys. But guys, bring in the comments still. Yeah, keep us entertained, guys. Keep us trying to be positive, guys. Smash the like, guys. Just subscribe if you already haven't. Bookie comes in with one positive from me. Would be that Tanganga held a good account of himself against City. I'm at a point where I would choose to partner Roden up with Tanganga as the future of this club. Yeah, the only thing I will say with Tanganga and Roden, mate, I think Tango's is definitely a right. He's definitely a right back. I don't think he's a centre back. I think Josie is right. I think this guy is a real good centre, a good right back, and you can see he loves bombing forwards as well. So I can see this guy as a right back. Yeah, they are our future, and definitely Roden. I'd love to see more Roden. We've got to, from now to the end of the season. We've got to just give Roden more minutes now, because it's plainly not working with the likes of Dyer, Sanchez, and Toby. Is it really at the minute? So yeah, I totally agree with what you say there, mate. As I said, keep them coming in, guys. And the next one we'll go on to is the midfield general, as you call him, Matt. Pierre. Matt gave him a 5. Matt, was a bit of a strange game from Pierre yesterday. Wasn't his best performance, but it wasn't his worst, and he did try. He did try in that midfield, but when you got a defence like that, mate, it's just knocking your head against a brick wall, isn't it? Really. So just sum it up why you gave him a 5, mate.
So obviously, yeah, he gave a penalty away that obviously we all kind of in agreement that it was a bit of a harsh penalty. Whether it's a penalty, that's opinions in football. Everyone's got their own opinion. Some people say it is, some people say it isn't. In my eyes, in football now, the football I grew up with, that should never be a penalty. No. So, but he was a bit clumsy going in there. He looks tired. Got to be honest. He looks knackered. he's got to have a rest soon because I feel like as well Spurs is rubbing off on him. Like the badness of the players like Davies, like Winks, is kind of rubbing off on him. And I don't want to see a player like that turn into one of these, because he must just be like thinking, what am I doing? Like, I'm literally putting my heart and soul on the line here, trying to love this club and showing me why he should be captain more than Hugo's ever done. I'll tell you that. And now he's just he's making a few mistakes, but I think it's down to a bit of fatigue. I'd like to see him rested in the Europa League on Thursday. Whether he will, I don't know, because he likes to play him because he trusts him. But yeah, it wasn't his worst game, but he just wasn't. It just, like I say, average. It was kind of like most of the team, sort of in that midfield and up front yesterday. It was quite average. He tries, he works hard. A couple of mistakes, and I think frustrations are starting to come through into his game. We just got to stick with him. What a player! And he's probably been our player of the season in terms of changing our midfield. So yeah, I'm not going to get on him. And I've seen some fans today, like they've gone praised him over the last few weeks and months. He makes one mistake against Everton, one mistake against, and they're saying, "Oh, he's crap" and all that. And it's not going to help the situation, is it?
No.
He's a Mourinho player. He's been fantastic. Just get behind the lad.
Exactly.
I think he's been phenomenal.
Definitely, Matt. Absolutely spot on there. Before we get to Hyper and his opinion on Pierre, we've got Alexander here says Sirkin, Toby, Road, and Tanganga. Who says Pierre is just getting over. It's getting overplayed. Yet, say what Matt's saying. His fatigue's kicking in. Bookie and Bad says not all doom and gloom. We have some brilliant young talent coming back to our club next season. Cess will take Davis' place in a rotating with Reggie. Skippy will take Winks' place. Do you know what, Bookie? I'll disagree on one of them. What you say about Sessi, mate? Sessi is not a left back for one. Seriously, he's going to turn into another Gareth Bale. This guy, he's not a left back. He's an attacking left winger. I'm telling you now. The guy, I don't think he likes defending. I really don't. He's joy. He's the same as Bale, mate. When he first comes to the club, when Bale first comes to the club, and he was playing out of position all the time. I saw he did not like defending Bale. But when Harry pushed him up, it was Harry who gave him his first attacking prowess going forward, and it opened up, didn't it? And we saw an amazing player in Bale. Yeah. So that's what I was saying, Bookie. I think most of that's spot on there, mate. But I don't think Cess will be, in my eyes, should be used as a left back. So Alexander says, I would like Scarlett in the Europa. Yeah, that's another one. It's another one. But before that, we got Felicius. I just feel sorry for this guy. He's been bringing, and if you're not going to play him, what's the word bringing this guy in? And I keep saying this. Is it just me, or am I just talking like an absolute shit here? But why bring in Felicius if you're not going to actually play him? Seriously, I think it's a waste of flipping talent. I'm telling you.
But Simon, sorry. Like we saw with Liverpool, if you bring these players too soon to the matches, they are going to do a mess, like we saw with Liverpool. So that is why we are not playing him. And also, let's remember the season is not over. So I think he's going to play him in these coming games. If he doesn't play him in these games, I will call Joseph because that is something stupid. Bring a player and you don't play him.
Yeah. All right, but I just want to get through this, mate. Then we have a little talk about it, mate. Because there is a few things we need to talk about. Bookie says, me too, Alexander. Look at United with Greenwood. Age-wise, they're not that far apart, are we? If they're talented, they're talented. And Cess rotating with Sonny. To be honest, I have thought the same, mate. Yeah. Seriously, I think us three in the studio here, we will agree. Cess is not a left back. And I think is he playing at left back at Hoffenheim at the minute, guys?
He's playing left wing back. So he's like playing as well, so he could do that.
Yeah. So I can see Cess. He's got to play on the left attacking with me.
Yeah.
So guys in the chat, keep bringing it in. If you just join the chat, guys, we're going through the player ratings at a minute, guys. And smash the comments, guys. Talk about any football. Bring some comments to the guys in the studio here. We'll answer everything, guys. Smash the like, subscribe if you already haven't. It's free of charge, guys. Doesn't cost a penny. So we was on Højbjerg, was we?
Yeah.
Hyper. Pierre. Matt's game of 5. Was that a good mark from Matt?
Yeah, I think that is a good rating for Pierre.
Yeah, I think as Matt said there, I don't know if you agree, Hyper, that he does look tired. He does look like he's playing too much football in a minute. I think the reason being with that is Joe don't trust no other to play in that position. It's as simple as that.
No other option.
No, that's what I'm saying. Who else is in there? Like Harry Winks. I wouldn't play him in that position. Sissoko as well. He can go. He can blow hot. He can blow hot and cold sometimes. Sissoko. So I think to me at the minute he's looking tired. He's looking leggy.
Yeah.
But as he's got so much credit in the bank, Pierre. So yeah, I will not give him I won't give him no hard time. I think it wasn't a penalty. I think it was a bit harsh on him yesterday. And it probably affected him as well after that penalty shout. So,
Fulham goal, right?
Yeah. We've got Eunice here, player ratings, easy, backline, and Loris, big fat 0. Yeah, I can't say a big fat 0. We have gave the best marks we can. And the next one we go on to is Ndombola. Matt's game of 5. Matt, just go over why you gave Tungi a 5.
Also, there's glimpses. Tungi's improved massively from last season. He's gone from playing in an attacking sort of role at the beginning of the season to going into the double pivot with Højbjerg. So it's fair play to him for that, and his fitness must be, pretty good for that. So he must be happy with him, Jose. There was glimpses of him gliding through that Man City midfield. We just didn't see it too much after when they got the penalty today because our heads dropped and we sort of gave up, really. But yeah, he's a phenomenal footballer. He's probably our best on the ball in terms of when he turns and tries to drive through midfield. He will open up spaces and gaps. We've just got to get other players sort of around him who are better, basically, and especially in defence behind him, who can go, right, Tungi, go and unleash yourself today because we've got this at the back. We've got a solid left back, solid 2 centre backs. Pierre will sit in a little bit deeper and you're going to go further up and cause some havoc. So, he can be, he'll be an unbelievable footballer. We just got to get the team around him.
Yeah, absolutely spot on there, Matt. Hyper. Matt's gave Tungi a 5. Do you agree with Matt?
I think, in my opinion, I will give him a 5. I thought he deserved a higher rating, but he's right. After that penalty, almost all the players disappeared, and sometimes if you watch to the other players and they are not fighting, sometimes you lose your will to fight. So Tanguy disappeared after that penalty, but he deserves a 5.
Yeah, after all, guys, a 5. It could have been a 5 or a 6, really, but no more higher than that. Me personally, Tungi was one of the bright sparks in the first half, guys. He was getting the ball, he was trying things, he was driving through the midfield at one stage, where he took 1 or 2, 3 players on. I thought, yes, he's going to have this midfield, and he just wasn't getting backed up by the others around him, was he? He was trying. Even in the second half, he didn't give up, did he? Really, It just wasn't going to be his day yesterday. So yeah, I'll give that a fair 5 there. Eunice says was genuinely worried for Sanchez yesterday. The guy collapsed like he had 15 beers at a club and picked up a concussion. Yeah, after that third goal when he smacked his head on the floor. Yeah, I absolutely totally agree with that, Eunice. Yeah, he's just fucking terrible. Someone will need to.
It was like something out of Tom and Jerry, wasn't it? It was like something out of Tom and Jerry. Across the floor.
Oh dear, Jesus Christ! It was comical, wasn't it? It was. But we've got Bookie and Bad. He says I've been arguing with people on Twitter blaming Mourinho for tactics against City, but we all watched the Everton game. Could be in a cricket score if we played that football against City. Yeah, I totally agree with that, Bookie. You could pull up Mourinho for playing Davis and Sanchez, but as what Matt said there, Toby played 120 minutes against Everton. His legs are gone. The age is not there. I would have liked to have played Diane Rodon yesterday instead of Sanchez. That could have been a different. We don't know, but Sanchez is just out of all that lot. Sanchez is the one that worries me at the minute. He's absolutely terrible. So yeah. Bookie said we need to build a solid foundation before we can play this expansive football we all love. Yeah, we all spoke about this last night, guys, isn't it? About we need to build a great foundation. But what I was telling the boys last night quickly, I was listening to one chap on one of the other shows, and he actually said, I think it was a great point, that looks like Tottenham have done it the wrong way round. They've built this massive stadium and they haven't got a great team. They should have built a great team first and won a few trophies, and then thought about building a great stadium to put this great team in that great stadium. And we've got this great stadium now, and we've got this fucking bang average team. And it does need a rebuild now. It's yeah, I totally agree with what you say there. Eunice says Matt's wearing a hat with my country's flag on it. Wow, I'm even bigger fan now.
Yeah,
another fan, Matt. Everyone loves Matt. Everyone loves Hyper. I got Hyper and Matt. Always big lovers of the fans. So Alexander says, don't worry, it happens to the best of us. It happened to Boateng. Bookie's just clapping. Like Pox said, can't have a mansion with no furniture or something like that. Yeah, you can't have this nice spanking stadium if you ain't got the new furniture to put in it. Yeah, absolutely spot on. He keeps coming back. Matt and Hyper are great for the channel. Yeah, they are two great guys to have on. Everyone loves Matt and Hyper.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
So it was with we're back on now. We'll player ratings. We're back at it. Eric Lamela. Matt's gave him a 3. Matt, just tell everyone why you think you gave him a 3. And before you start, Matt, Everton 1, Fulham. Everton 0, Fulham 1.
Go on, Fulham.
On we go. On we go, Matt. Why did you give Eric Lamela a 3?
It was back to the old Eric Lamela, wasn't it? We were saying it yesterday. He's just mucking around with it too long, doing his few ball rolls and, not releasing the ball early enough. And even there was times yesterday when he could have released the ball, it was the wrong pass and it went straight to the City player or it went out. This is why, we've had him, 8-9 years now at this club. He's not good enough. All he does, if he doesn't play well and his distribution is not good, he runs around a lot. He looks like he's putting in loads of effort, and then people come up to me and tell me, he did quality today because he ran around and pressed someone. His position is to do that, but it's also to provide quality to Kane and Son. He's got to support them to try and get them into the game. So, yesterday I just didn't think he was good enough. That's why I gave him a 3.
Yeah, it's no hype. He's gone out in a minute. I think he's got something wrong with his Wi-Fi. Yeah, yeah. Like I said to that Chelsea fan we had yesterday, Matt. that gem from CSC there. I said to him about Lucas and Eric Lemmer. They just both run around in circles.
He said he
run
wouldn't
around
take.
in circles.
He said he wouldn't even take them. He wouldn't even take them. He said. He wouldn't.
But guys in the chat, do you agree with me and Matt? Like Lamella and Lucas, they literally just run around in circles. Just a lot of energy, but they just don't provide absolute fuck all for this team. Eunice says, even if Jose loses West Ham, I don't see him getting the sack because I think we'll win against Wolfsberger. That's depending on winning that game. Yeah, you can say that. You can say that, mate. But the board, mate, we know what they're like. We know they don't like paying out big money to cancel people's contracts. But if this carries on, mate, I don't think they're going to have a choice. I really don't. I can't see Jose walking. So the only way it's going to be the board will have to. And Lamella, Bookie and Bad says 3.5 for squaring up to the Jesus. Yeah, you can either say that. So, guys, just keep the chats coming, guys. We appreciate everyone in the chat. Absolutely fantastic support in the channel. We do really appreciate it on this channel. Smash the like, guys. Subscribe if you already haven't. Share this video out. Subscribe does not cost nothing, guys. So click off the button, guys. Even if you don't support Tottenham, seriously, you don't want to follow the channel no more. Just give us a sub, guys. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know where Hyper's gone. He hasn't gave me a text. I mean, his internet plays up a lot. And we're on next to Lucas Moura. Matt, tell everyone why you gave him a 3.
Well, I mean, you covered it just when we were talking about Lamella. Ran around, did a bit of pressing, puts a lot of effort in. I'll give him that. Didn't hold the ball up. Didn't drive at their defenders. Didn't cross the ball. Didn't have an end product. Doesn't score goals. Doesn't get assists. Just tell me what this guy's done since the Champions League semi-final. Nothing.
Yeah,
he scores in the Europa League against teams I've never even heard of.
Exactly, Matt. Actually, Scott, he's living off the Champions League final, semi-final still, mate, isn't it? He's just living off that moment.
It's annoying because he's got the talent. You can see little glimpses when he gets the ball, and he's Brazilian. He's got skill. He just needs to.
That's the thing with Moura. He hasn't got it consistency, but he always shows glimpses in games, isn't it? What he can do. Against West Brom, was it? He looked quality. That's what I'm saying. When he played in that 10 role, he absolutely looked quality. And I think it goes down to playing players in the right position. We could be giving these bad scores and saying we're slagging them off every week, but if they played in a correct position, which Moura, he played great against West Brom in that 10. How about try him again in 10? Because we did actually saw him. He actually. The only one in that game was taking people on, being very direct. Instead of passing back and passing sideways, he'll get the ball and he'll go at defenders. So perhaps sometimes we are quite hard on someone like Lucas Moura because we know he's got the talent. We know he's got the ability. Maybe he's playing in the wrong position. Maybe Jose does need to play him a lot more in that 10 role. Give him a couple of games, and who knows? But after. We've got to go on just his performance, He didn't offer nothing really, and I totally agree with a 3. We've got Eunice here. He said Lamella was finished years ago. Moura gave us that one magical moment in the Champions League to take us to the final, and that's about it. Yeah, we keep saying this. He's living off that moment. We agree with that, mate. Alexander said the header versus Man City. Laugh out loud.
Good goal.
You say there's a reason why PSG didn't want him anymore. Anymore, and we ended up going from It's that's what I'm saying. You are correct. What you're saying, Eunice. But we have seen glimpses, though, Eunice. We know this guy has got quality. He has got ability. But it's a shame he doesn't show it on a consistent basis. And Eunice, again, we always go after players that aren't quality enough. It's because we don't pay out the big wages units. We don't pay out the big transfer fee and things like that, and we get what we pay for, and that's the saying, is it, Matt? We get what we pay for.
Well,
It's
yeah,
like
we try and go for these bigger players, but the problem is Daniel Levy tries to get the cheapest price he can, and some chairmen of the other clubs go, "Oh, just piss off then," and then a bigger club comes in like City and goes, "There's 50 million, we'll have him straight away."
Exactly. It's like staying in the hotel. You pay 15 quid a night for it, and you turn up. It's the right shithole, and you moan about it. Oh, what do you expect? You get what you pay for, and then this is exactly with players we get. And Bookie and Bad says Winks, Dyer, Sanchez, Davis, Sissoko, Lucas, Lalema. Can anyone say that these lot are good enough for Tottenham? Realistically, will they get into any of the top 6 teams? Absolute big fat zero. No, they will not get into none of these big teams in the top 6. Hate to get at players, lads, but I support the club and want the best for the club moving forward. We can sell these players and invest in the team. Yeah, no, keep them going, mate. Because
love it.
We don't like personally keep banging on about and calling out players and things like that. But when they play bad, mate, they need calling out, and it's simple as that. It's not worth hiding or sugarcoating their performances. Say it as it is, and Booking Bad says 100% Matt. Alexander, if Willian gets into Arsenal, so can anyone. Laugh out loud. And then that brings us, guys, on to our next player, which another one, Heung-min Son. Matt, game of 4. Do you agree in the comments, guys? Let us know in the comments. Smash the like, subscribe if you already haven't. It's free of charge, guys. As I say, it's free. It doesn't cost to subscribe to the channel, guys. It's a touch of a button. Matt, Heung-min Son. It's 2-0 Fulham. Go on, Heung-min Son.
It was just he wasn't himself, Sonny. I don't think he's been himself. I know he got a goal against West Brom, but I don't know whether it's just the team rubbing off on him. He's just not looking quite like the same Son that we know. I think he's getting fed up, personally. I was watching his body language yesterday against Manchester City. Things weren't going his way. His arms were up in the air. His head was down. I think it's just the team in general at the moment. They're just so down, and one result, they'll get a win, then it's loss, draw, loss. I don't know. I love Sonny, but some people question him if he is world class. On his day, he's bloody fantastic. But what compares him to someone like, even like Sadio Mane, he'll kind of, even when the Liverpool playing bad, he can dig out something, or like he'll always be in that position and he'll be fighting and scrapping. And I just feel when we're losing or when Son's not, he knows he's not going to get the ball much, he gets quite frustrated, and I'm not saying give up, but he just sort of, it affects his play, definitely. But we love Son, and there won't be many ratings we'll give him. Well, I doubt I'll give him a lower rating than this. Hopefully from now it would be nice high ratings, but we'll see.
Yeah, before we got into hyper with Son, we've got Eunice. Son, Son is a 5, is a 5 and a 4. So Matt, you weren't far away. Thought he will find his rhythm again, like he always does against City, but it's just not. I just think the contract situation. I just really think it's a bit of a stickier moment now for Tottenham, because I don't care what anyone says. What's holding on to his contract now for signing it? Oh, it's a big deal and all that. No, it don't take all this time. Sorry, to sign a contract. Absolutely not. I'm telling you now, his agents. I think he's told his agent, mate, to start looking, because I'm telling you now, I really do. Probably that same goes to Harry Kane as well. And Bookie and Bad says the only person that I can say played well is Tanganga, because he's been away from a few of these players, letting him down. game after game. Yeah, we spoke about Tanganga, and we say he deserves a run in the team. And Alexander says bench Son for Session. Yeah, that's next season. Session's not back to us till the summer. And sign the Ting. Yeah, that's what the Arsenal fans saying to Aubameyang, and he signed it in the end. But I just think this signing deal, mate, when everyone says, "Oh, it's coming, it's coming," but we've been hearing this since November. It's coming, it's coming.
I've sort of heard a rumor from, I can't say the club source, but that Spurs apparently is nearly tied up. They don't want to announce it until maybe the end of the season or when COVID's less. No, they don't want to have, with Daniel Levy, he doesn't want to have bad publicity. So the rumour is that Son will be on over 200,000 a week, and they don't want that coming out into the press in the times we're in with lockdown, because they think at the moment it wouldn't be good publicity for Tottenham as a brand. So again, it's like a business sort of thing. But yeah.
Absolutely, Matt. That could be spot on. Matt, that could be spot on. That can be, mate. But I just think it's a load of old bullshit, Bill.
Yeah,
I think, yeah. It could be, Matt. It could be them just waiting, but there's nothing. Even COVID, it won't hold back if you've been someone. Well, even like Aubameyang, he's still in COVID, so there's no reason why they'll hold back some.
Arsenal got a lot of bad publicity for that, didn't they? Like because they sat their mascot and everything because of that. So I don't know if Tottenham want to go down the same route at this moment in time. He doesn't want bad publicity because Tottenham is don't forget, a community club and Jewish run.
I think we got flipping worse things what's going on at the minute, mate, at this club.
Yeah.
Signing this flipping contract with Son. Hyper. We go back to Matt's game of 4. Eunice agrees with Matt, even a 4 or 5. Do you agree with Matt for giving him a 4?
Yeah, I agree. I believe Son is between a 5 and a 4. But the worrying thing is here is if you go to the public opinion of the Real Madrid fans, they want him. So this is bad. This is bad because Real Madrid fans are very spoiled fans, and sometimes when they want a player, the president says, "Okay, let me just get the fans happy, and I will get you Son, Sonaldo, as they call him in Spain." So this is the worrying thing. I'm starting to see Madrid fans wanting him and they want to sign him. So this is very worrying because I don't think he's going to turn down the opportunity to go to Real Madrid.
Yeah, spot on there, Hyper, mate. I think it's spot on giving Son a 4. He just doesn't look at himself at the minute, guys, does he? Against Man City in the last couple of games, we won 2-0. It was lethal, wasn't it? He was clinical against City over the last couple of games. But yesterday, it's not only yesterday, is it, guys? It's been over the last 3 or 4 games. He hasn't looked himself. I don't know if he's carrying a little knock or he's tired or he keeps because he's getting overplayed. It could be a load of things, guys, isn't it? And I feel for Son because there's another one who's got a load of credit in the bank that we cannot flipping slag human Son off or the likes of these players because they've been great. They've been great to this club and they've pulled us out. They've shit us so many times. You know what I mean? Giving us great moments, great victories over these big clubs in big occasions, big tournaments. So I'm not nowhere near with Son putting this guy down. But yes, Steve, we only can go on the performance. It's not we're slagging Son off at all, guys. We only can go on what we saw yesterday, and yeah, we agree that Son, it wasn't his best performances. We'll give him a 4. Go back in the comments here. We've got wait till Son is getting his wages deducted. I'm confused. So we're confused as well, Eunice. What are you confused about, pal? Bookie, bad lads, I have horrible feeling that even if we do win a trophy, Son and Kane could still leave knowing that they got a silverware, and if we don't win a trophy this season, they're likely to leave. And wait on this, Alexander. This is like a hazard situation. Yeah, we'll go back on this one, guys. And does anyone want to point out anything quickly on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matt.
I think if they win the trophy, I think personally, I think they'd stay. I think they'd think, yes, we finally got. You know, they might like that winning feeling with Tottenham, especially Harry Kane. You know, he wants to win something with Tottenham. He's come out and said it. And I believe Son loves Tottenham. You know, we've given him everything. You know, his career's gone from, you know, when he was in the Bundesliga to there to up there. Like, he's that high now. He's, you know, he's settled with his dad. You know, I've watched the Amazon documentary with Son, sensational. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. And he seems happy with Tottenham and he loves it. And his dad seems pretty happy with him staying there. Commercially, it wouldn't be a good move for Tottenham to, you know, move him on probably at this moment in time, just because the amount of Korean and Asian fan base we have across the world now, because he's obviously like the equivalent of Ronaldo over there. I think. Yeah, I'd be more worried if we didn't win a trophy, to be honest, because I think Son would leave, but I do believe that Kane would definitely be questioning his future, and maybe even if it was him going to Daniel Levy saying, what is the plan here? Like, is it going to be another project? Are you going to back this man with the transfers he needs? Like, will he have a bit of player power? It'll be interesting. We just got to wait till the end of the season. I do think it'll be hard for even the big clubs after COVID to spend that amount of money. I mean, to buy Harry Kane, it's going to be at least 150 million. And that is really tough to put that on one player with the world and the crisis it's in at the moment. So on that side, it could be could be a blessing for us. That, you know, I'm not saying, with the situation financially in football, it's going to be very difficult. You're not going to see probably massive transfers like that. Maybe not next season, but the season after. You got to wait till that economy rolls back in and fans are back fully, and you know, money's being made.
Yeah, spot on, mate. Some good points there, Matt. Hi, Pug. Just quickly, mate. Before we carry on, just quickly go over if you've got anything to say on the Bookie of Bad's comment here.
Yeah. Sorry. In my opinion, we won't sell these players for less that Levy wants, and the people around Levy wants. And maybe like the Eriksen case, Levy is going to say, okay, if they offer you this much, I will offer you the same. I will offer you the same amount of money and the same kind of contract. The only problem here is ambition. Okay, maybe I stay at this club, but what I am going to win tomorrow. And you know, we have to think ahead of the curve. Someday these players are going to leave. I don't want them to leave, especially I don't want Kane to leave, because Kane is a beast. He's a world-class talent and a world-class striker, and I don't want him to leave. Not a chance. And I think his value is very, very high. But if they are not going to give us the money for these players, for Son and for Kane, forget it. Levy is not going to sell this player for peanuts. So maybe in this situation, it is something that will help us. And like Matt said, maybe it can be a blessing in disguise, having all of that money, and maybe we can invest that money, more than 200 million euros, in other positions. So maybe it is a good thing at the end of the day. But me, in my personal opinion, I don't want Harry Kane to leave Tottenham.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree there, Hyper. It's good points there, mate. Eunice says, yeah, how long we can keep Son and Kane, these guys deserve trophies and we're not delivering it to them. Cash in with Kane and Son. We have Dane, Scarlett, and Sesson. Oh, get out of here, Alexander. No, actually, Alexander, literally, you really do give some good points, but no way do you cash in on Kane and Son and bring them, because these two are youngsters. These two,
yeah, no, you don't trust two youngsters. You go and buy some quality that are as good as them two, or nearly as good.
Yeah, yeah. So I totally agree. I see where you're coming from. Like, if we're going to go down that road, sell Kane and Son, but yeah, if you're going to go sell Kane and Son, you've got to bring in talent. You've got to. Eunice says, I'm sorry, but Cess isn't good enough yet, and neither is Scarlett. Those are for the future. Yes, that's what we're trying to get out there, Eunice. We need the now. Yeah, it is. That's spot on. That's what we do. We need quality now. We can't just wait another 5 years till these players gain experience and like winning nothing in the next 5 years. We've got to start getting quality players in now. Yeah, totally agree. Bit of a different question. Which player is better last season at Tottenham, Bale or Son at the beginning of the season?
Sorry?
Which player is better last season
at Tottenham, the Bale that was the last season at Tottenham, or Son at the beginning of this season?
Oh, yeah. One answer, guys.
Son.
I'm going Bale. He's got me off my seat so much. That's it. He just carried us. Come on, there was nothing. He just scored goal of. Just not even like bad goals. They were just worldy after worldy. Yeah.
Because he did put out some important goals as well. Some late winners.
That's
that one against West Ham.
That's world class when you can do that.
Yeah. I'll swing my side to Bale there. So guys in the chat, keep the chats going. Guys, I've only got 3 likes, guys. Smash that like, guys. There's more of you in there.
Smash it. Where are you?
Like, guys. On the way out, guys. Subscribe. It's free of charge, guys. Booking bad. That's a horrible idea. Alexander said, Eunice sees Cess has got the Hoffenheim Player of the Month, and Dane Scarlett could do a Mason Greenwood. Time will tell, guys.
Yeah.
Booking Bad says, thanks for your opinion, lads. Just paranoia being a Spurs fan. It is very paranoia. Jesus Christ. Cess is injured. Alexander, okay. Eunice, also, he's only played like 12 games. He should get more game time at Hoffenheim, which they aren't giving him. Booking Bad says, Cess training with Son and Scarlett, Cess training with Son and Scarlett, training with Son and Scarlett, training with Kane can only lead to great things. Keep our best players and keep our prospects. Yeah, it's easy said and done. That is Bookie. Eunice says easily Bale prime. Bale was just class. He's one of the reasons why I supported Spurs. And Bale scored a worldie against Southampton for my 18th 1-0.
Oh, what a goal!
Yeah, so we got the Bale fans in here, guys. So keep them coming, guys. Keep the comments coming, guys. Keep the likes coming. Subscribe if you already haven't, guys. On to the last player on the 11th. It's Harry Kane, guys. Matt, just tell everyone why you gave Harry Kane a 5.
He was a bit better than Son. He hit the post with that free kick. That was wonderful. Well, that should have gone in. He held the ball up well again. He didn't really get much service into him. He won a couple of free kicks. He just never gives up, does he? I feel like maybe I'll give him it's a 5 or a 6. It's between the two. I just wasn't sure on, he just works hard. He defends. He's in midfield. He's up front. I do feel so sorry for him at times. What is he thinking at the moment? I'd love to somehow just be able to sit down with him and have an honest chat. Oh, it would be brilliant because it would be interesting to see what's going on at that club. It would be very interesting in his opinion where he's heading. that. But yeah, I don't blame him if he leaves. If it's a disaster season, he deserves to be in that world class category, and he deserves to win the best trophies in the world, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. Yeah, spot on there, mate. Yeah, it was between a 6 and a 5 for me. Hyper, do you agree with Matt? He gave Kane a 5. Do you agree with him, or should deserve a bit higher?
Yeah, I agree. He's between a 5 and a 6. And I love this guy. I love Harry Kane. I love just the kind of player he is. I know he can be better than this. This is insane. For just to think about it, to imagine he can be better is insane, because yes, he can be better than his, and he deserves obviously all the trophies. He deserves silverware. He deserves to be happy. And sometimes when you love someone, you want that person to be happy. So we all want him to be happy. But as long as Kane is in this club, we have a chance.
Yeah, absolutely spot on, Hyper. Yeah, Harry Kane, unbelievable. He's another player, guys. He's got loads of credit in the bank for us. It's hard to not love Harry Kane, is there? Even when he plays a bad game, you always love Harry Kane because it's just what he does for his club. He's an unbelievable player.
If you had a child and they said who should be your footballing role model, you'd choose him.
Yeah. Exactly.
He never has any bad press. Never does anything stupid.
Exactly.
Every day, he's just phenomenal.
He just loves his football, innit? He just loves football, and he loves improving as well. He loves improving after every other day, and he's definitely improved this year, playing in that position as well, coming deep and things like that. So we know he's got that in his locker. He can adapt to other positions. So while he's on it, guys, Fulham like 7 minutes away, 2-0 up, guys. But quickly go on to the possession wise. They're 55% Fulham. They've had 12 shots to Everton's 4.
Was it Everton at home?
At Everton.
Bloody hell. We should have battered them. We should have battered them. You know what I mean?
And they've played a strong team as well. They've got no Calvert-Lewin up front, but they still got the big hitters.
Yeah. And if we could defend, we would have beaten them. We would have crashed them. Yeah.
So Harry Kane. Got comments here, guys. We've got Bookie and Bad. No, we've already had that one. Eunice says, also, I almost cried when I saw that cameo of Bale yesterday in a bright 5 seconds. Yeah, it was brilliant against City, Nick, when he went in and out of them players, dancing around in the City area. Remind me of the old Bale. Was absolutely spot on. You must have read our minds. That's what we were saying yesterday as well, Eunice. Reminds of the old Bale. That was quality, and that's what we need to see more of. And Booking Bad says Michael Dawson was playing at my local club last year. I should have asked him to join on a short-term loan deal this season. Yeah, get Michael Dawson back. We'll
have Dawson and King. Put them two at centre back. We'll bloody sort it out.
Mate, seriously. Yeah, so we go on to the subs. Sissoko was the first one. Matt's game of 4. He didn't really do much, did he, guys? Matt, why did you give him a 4?
I kind of got the substitution from Jose, but as soon as that second goal went in, he was just not worth being on the pitch, because he was there to try and shut their midfield down and almost keep it tight. Didn't do that. He's not good on the ball, especially when you're down 2-0. You don't have someone like Sissoko on the pitch. His distribution is not good enough. He gives the ball away quite a lot, and he's just overall just a defensive player. He didn't really do much when he came on. I don't really remember him running forward much, him getting on the ball, trying to get possession. He's just not good enough, and another player that we should never have signed.
Yeah, With Zoka, it's a strange one. When he signed for 30 million on that deadline day when we nicked them under Everton's noses. We have seen over the past couple of seasons, we have seen, guys, it can be a good player with Suzuki. We know he's not gifted, talented, but with Suzuki, he's another one. He'll work hard, but I think he's got a tiny bit more than Eric with Eric Lemma with Suzuki. But yeah, this season he hasn't really. It's been terrible this season, isn't it, guys? With Suzuki. Yeah. And I think it is time now we do cut our losses with him in the summer and start moving these kind of players on. Hyper, do you agree with Matt? You gave him a 4.
Yeah, I think he was not very good, and also, like you mentioned, in the last matches he has not been very good. And looking at our bench, who do you bring on? Let's look at our bench: Doherty, Toby, Winks, Bale, Sissoko, Ali, Vervine, and Vinicius.
This is the problem. This is the problem we've got. The depth is not good enough. It's the problem. I think it's like it went from we haven't got a good depth, but we've got a good 11. But now you can say both. We haven't got a good 11 or a depth at the minute, and that's how much decline we've come down, guys. This is how much a drop we've come. And we've been found out now. These players have been found out. These are not good enough for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. And now we are paying the price and not shifting these players on. Next one we go, guys. It's Bale. Matt's game of 5. Matt, Bale 5.
5 or 6. Yeah, it's between 5 and 6. Yeah. I thought there was like we said, that was that lovely cameo where he did that beautiful bit of skill, round 4 players. Oh, if only he could have just finished that. It was a good save, to be fair. He looked bright. He looked like, even when he came on, he looked like he was sort of pressing and getting the ball. And it's quite clear he did more than Eric Lamela and Mora when he came on. He got on the ball. He has more quality. What I'd like to see is Bale where Lamela plays. I'd love to see him in the middle. You saw it when he linked up with the Kane yesterday, and Kane made the run. He went, right, I'll go around all 4 of you. I think if you get him in a central position, just behind the striker or behind him and Son, I think that could be dangerous. I really do. Because he hasn't got the pace anymore, but he's got that pass. He's got a hell of a left foot. Yeah, he up there, very knowledgeable, and he's good with his head as well. And he can chest it, he can hold it up, and he can take free kicks. So I'd like to see Bale, after the short cameo yesterday, maybe just throw him in. Put him in the middle, and just see what he can do. To be honest,
we've got to try something, innit? We've got to try something else. Things are not working at the minute for us. As I said with Bale yesterday, I think he was out of 3 subs. It was the bright spark coming on. We've done more on Ali, done more on Sissoko, done more on Eric when he come off, done more on Mora in the space of he had 20 minutes when he come on. As what Eunice said that in the chat when he had that little 5-second cameo going through. That was, and that's what we were saying. We're saying on the video, guys, isn't it? That's the Bale, isn't it? That's the Bale. That's the Bale we're used to seeing. And that was real good. That was class. And we've been saying about this, guys, isn't it? We would love to see Bale. He hasn't got the legs no more. He hasn't got that energy no more to go up and down the wing. And Mourinho's got to see this. And Mourinho should be saying to him, listen, I'm going to give you the free role in that, just behind the striker. Don't forget about defending. We've got other players who's going to help out. You just concentrate on attacking. And I tell you now, we will see more of Gareth Bale going forward, mate. Seriously. Hyper, let's have your opinion on Gareth Bale's performance, mate. Matt, game of 5.
I will give him a 5. I agree. That chance was, why did he miss that chance? He could have scored there, but he's not he's not 100%. And I know you love Gareth Bale, I know, but in my opinion, I know maybe Gareth Bale is not this kind of player who gets motivation by these words, or who gets motivation by this kind of approach. but I think he has to just go in the pitch and don't give a single flying about anything. Yeah, yeah. And
He's back.
yeah,
He's back.
I think just go for it. Go for it.
Yeah.
I mean, my words to Gareth will be go for it. Don't worry about your legs. Don't worry about your arms. Don't worry about an injury. Just go. And I think sometimes I watch Gareth and I think he's afraid. He's afraid of getting an injury. He's afraid of having problems. But I don't know if you listen to this show in YouTube, Talk Sports. Okay, they were talking about Gareth Bale, and an ex player said, when you have this in your mind, when you have every match in your mind, oh, I'm going to get injured, oh, I may be going to get injured, oh, I may be, your mind does it. It happens something strange in your mind. I don't know. But if you don't have confidence in you, in your body, and you think every match I'm going to get injured, that is something that is playing with your mind. And sadly, I see Gareth Bale. He's scared. He's scared. He's afraid. And my words to him will be: just go for it. Just go for it. Even if you have an injury, go for it. Don't worry. And at the moment, I think he's taking too much care of his body. Sometimes, sorry for saying this, guys, but I think sometimes he's even like polishing his nails and putting his eyebrows. And what is this? Come on. You just go into the pitch and just play.
Yeah, let's see on the coming weeks for Hyper. Let's see if Gareth Bale can unleash him. I'm pretty much sure Jose will hope and give him more time.
Got to do something, isn't he?
Eunice says, kind of, I've got a few coming there, guys. Just be patient, guys. Kind of happy we're out the FA Cup. We would have faced City again in the cup and the Carabao Cup. I'm okay with not getting embarrassed. Bookie and Bad says we all went into the season bragging about our squad depth, and now look at us. It's ridiculous. 10 players could easily be offloaded to improve this squad in the summer. Yes, we have gone on about that, mate. It's absolutely. We've gone from being having a strong 11 and not great depth. Now we haven't got a strong 11 and we haven't got a great depth, and that's the drop. It's massive. Leverley needs to stop pissing off other clubs, otherwise these lot are all going to get testimonials. Yeah, absolutely. I can agree with that, mate, because he does. He wants big money all from these flipping absolute dead wood. Just sell him. Even if someone says it's 2-3 million, yeah, sell him. Yeah, we'll take it. If we can just get rid of the fucking idiots. And yes, Matty, Bale.
Believe, boys, believe.
The Bale shirt. Our turn beats. Hope you're feeling better. Hope you're all feeling better today. Yeah, if you want to come on, pal, I'll send you the link. Unless you're at work. He says, "Oh, and I can't believe Fulham. Yeah, they're beaten Fulham. They're beating Everton 2-0. Unbelievable, seriously. Bookie and Bad says, chop off the man bun and go back to the 2011 trim. Yeah. And now Hyper is correct. He's picked up the fear of injuries from his time at Madrid, which is understandable, but there's nothing more to lose anymore. Just give it your all. Go for it. Yes, Hyper, it's agreeing with you, mate, which is great. And the last one, guys, and not least, the man's been in the press all over the last couple of months, guys. What's going on with this man? And it's Dele Alli. Matt, you gave him a 4. We thought when this talk come out that he's had a bit of a talk with Jose and Ledley King. We thought all the differences were put aside. We thought we was going to see this pumped Dele Alli was kept out of the team for a couple of games while he was getting himself ready. And it's not looking like that at the minute, Matt, is it?
No. I do think, though, he would thrive more in a confident Tottenham. A team that, gets the ball forward quicker. It's not just kind of... I do think it's hard to get into that game when Ali and Bale come on, especially with the slow tempo we were sort of playing. I'm not giving him an excuse, but obviously it's only his second substitute appearance. I'm looking at him maybe to go in the Europa League, and if he starts in that, I think he's got to take it. He's got to take it by the scruff of the neck. I want him to dominate against Wolfsberger and get Bale in there as well if you can. I think them two could be key. Ali's going to be a squad player. He still could have a say in this squad. Give him time. He's got to get his fitness back. He's had an injury.
That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't good yesterday from him. But to be honest, the midfield couldn't get it to him. I mean, every time we got the ball, City were about 4 men right to 1 man. It was relentless. And then they kept the ball really well, like what City do, and then the game just really died out. And then the only time obviously we got forward was when Bale did a lovely bit of skill, ran a couple of players, and that was it really. Dele thrives when he makes late runs into the box, and when we're trying to play attacking football. When you're 3-0 down, it doesn't work with someone like Dele Alli on the pitch.
No, absolutely not, mate. It's a shame that we can talk all night about what's going on with Dele Alli, and it's a shame. He's such a talented lad, and the story we heard, what Josh was telling us the other night as well, Matt, and what he's telling us about Dele, it's amazing, isn't it? But people don't realise the things like this behind. If you take away football, people know these professional footballers what their life story is about, and some of the stories we've been told. Wow, it sounds like it just needs that arm around the shoulder, just say like, kid, you're good. I mean, you're a good kid. You're a good talent. Let's go out and show it. And I think that could work. Hyper. Let's quickly move on to Ali before we get out the ratings. Dele Alli has been given a 4 by Matt. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree, and let's not be unfair with him because, like Matt said, a player cannot shine when you are 3-0 down. So maybe if we were winning 3-0, and if we were 3-0 up, and you bring him in, maybe he can do better things and he will shine. I like more this game than the last game. I think in this game he showed more commitment. He showed more desire, more fight. The thing I didn't like was the game versus Everton. Like I mentioned, he was walking, but in this match I saw a different attitude. And even if it was a small cameo, I can see a very small improvement. But every improvement is good. So I will give him a 4. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I said he come on when we was 3-0 down, and just didn't look. He didn't look right, did he? And as you said, it's for a player with no confidence at the minute, not much game time, coming on with a game like that against Manchester City, the best team in the league at the minute. It's hard, isn't it? So we can't really judge him on that performance yesterday, really. We need to see more of Dele Alli. He's been given more game time by Jose. We need to stop this silly riff, if they've got this silly riff between them. And it's about the club, guys. It's about the winning games on that football pitch, not about you two having a riff. I mean, let's forget that.
Mourinho did hug Ali at the end of the game.
He hugged over him, mate. I saw him at full time, mate. He was going around trying to console all of them, mate. And that just shows me, mate, there's things going on in that dressing room. I'm adamant there's things going on in that dressing room. So Bookie and Bad says Ali is the same as Son. He is a confidence player, and as bad as it is, he does need his ego filled, and at the minute he's been stripped of that. He's one of our best players on form, given him a chance. Yeah, We probably can see that, guys, isn't it? And four from me too. Yeah. Booking Bad says, do you think Mourinho's asked Dyer to do these stupid long balls? He does it all the time. I watched him give away possession to City within the first minute yesterday. Ali's away. Selim should have got Lingard.
Jim?
Jem, look, Jem's back. He's stirring it up, Jem, and
he loves
he's sitting on that sofa reading. He's a wind up, absolutely. Right. We'll come back to you in a minute, Jem. Yeah, so what's up, people? I'm late because I was busy, but better than late. Not a problem, Yusuf. Welcome to the chat. And Jem, welcome to the chat, mate. Thank you for everyone coming in tonight. Smash the like, guys. Subscribe if you already haven't. It's free to subscribe. Jem, we want to get away from these things. We want to get on to another topic yet. But Dele Alli, we don't think it's a waste of space. We still think he can turn into that player he was a couple of years ago, to be honest. And Lingard, I'm not a real big fan of Jesse Lingard. He's probably at his standard, Jem, at West Ham. I think he will do well at West Ham.
Fish in a small pot.
But James, thank you for coming in, mate, and giving your comment. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We take you,
Simon. I'm sorry, mate. Just going back to the comment of Buki, the long one. I just want to say something, and I just want to put an example.
Go ahead,
quickly. Imagine, Simon, you are Mourinho. Imagine I am Dele. Imagine I don't like you. Imagine if you try to talk with me, to speak with me, you come to my house and I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you as a person. I don't respect you as a person. I don't like you as a manager. I don't respect you as a manager. What should you, the manager, do with me?
Say that again, Hyper, mate. I was just reading a couple of comments here. Sorry, mate.
Imagine you are Mourinho, and imagine I am Dele Alli. Imagine I don't like you. I don't respect you. I don't like you as a person, as a manager. I don't like you. And you come to me, you talk with me, and even after that, I still don't like you. I don't like you as a person. What do you do with me, you as a manager?
Me personally, mate. I'll still try and get the best out of you. I will. I'll put the arm around the shoulders and listen, come on, kids. Because he's a young kid at the minute. He's 20. What is he? 24, 25. And say, listen, you're a great talent. I'll just say you're a great talent. Yeah, we know exactly how you can play. Yeah, right. If you got a beef with me, that's simple. Let's put that to the side. Right. This is all about playing football for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. Yeah. And let's grow up here. Let's grow up and be men. Go back on that football pitch. Put that shirt back on. Yeah. Don't do it for me. Just do it for the club. Do it for the fans. And do it for yourself. And that's exactly what maybe
Dele Alli doesn't.
But that's what I'm saying. We don't know what's going on behind scenes, and that's what I'm saying. It's a bigger picture behind scenes. And but I can see where he's coming from.
If at work you don't like someone, you don't just stop working. Like in life, you're not going to work with people all the time that you like. You just got to get on with it.
Exactly. Exactly.
It says, hey Matt, swagging off with that chain, looking fly. Havertz has been quality this season. Yeah, I totally agree. He's been absolutely. He's not really, is he? Jem says, when's the last time he was consistently played in your team? Well, I can answer that one, Jem, because it's a strange one because he went off the rails in Pochettino's days, at the back end of Pochettino's days, and when Pochettino was sacked and Mourinho come in, Dele was one of the players that Mourinho went to very first in the training ground, saying, "I wanted you at Man United and all that, and you're going to be one of my big players." And his first game against West Ham, and you saw that's the pump Dele Alli we saw against West Ham, and that wasn't too far. Ago, was it? I mean,
last season.
That's what I'm saying. When Josie first come in, and that's exactly what I'm saying. From there, he kicked on. He had a fair few games that it was great and all that. But what I'm saying, Jem, there's been a personality clash between these two, and it's cut right off. And something's gone on behind closed doors. Obviously, Ali doesn't want to play for the club. And Tottenham didn't want to sell him or didn't want to loan him because we couldn't get a replacement. And that's when we did. He did play a bit consistency under Mourinho when he first come in for about 7 games, something like that. And obviously, as we was telling you, that I think the breakup of relationship between them two come to a halt, and that's what's happened at the minute, Jem. Eunice Havertz and Werner set the best duo record this season, right? And Jem says, "Don't worry about us, mate. Top 4 our target. Yours is top 8."
I'll be happy if we get top 8. I'll be well happy with that.
Oh dear. Top 8, Jem. I'll take top 8 definitely if we win Europa League, mate, because that's the Champions League. But thanks for your comments, guys. Thank you for comments, guys, keeping us talking tonight. Bookie Bad says new manager bounce won't get you top 4, pal. Neither will that oil money. We've got your greatest manager ever. I think Bauer was the best yesterday per minutes. And I've heard Upamecano will go to Bayern. Yes, that's been confirmed. In July, he's gone to
another one gone.
To me, he's a good player, but I think there is 1 or 2 better than him. So, but don't get me wrong, he is good. So guys, that's all the player ratings, guys. And now, guys, quickly, guys, you still got time to hang on?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
This one, guys. Yes, same old individual mistakes. Yesterday, guys, as I said, we'll go on to quickly, just run over what happened yesterday. And
yeah,
was it individual mistakes, guys? Just take a couple minutes each. Doesn't matter who goes first. Was it individual mistakes what lost us this game, or was it a bit more deeper than that, guys? Hyper, we'll come to you, mate, first.
Yeah. In my opinion, you can't make those mistakes, and the thing, very, very, very. You can feel it, you can smell it, you can feel it around our fan base. Is that when you play Dyer and Sanchez, we all know what's going to happen. So that is not down to just one mistake here and one mistake there. Is mistakes every single match. So what does that tell you? And now Hugo starting to make mistakes. So it is like a flu. It is contagious. It goes from player to player, and maybe that is why Tanganga is not into this dynamic, because he's not in touch with those players. But this clumsiness, it is like a flu. It goes from player to player, and now it's catching all of our defense. So we have to cut the problem from the bottom. And how do we cut it? We sell all the deadwood. We sell them. We gave them away. We terminated their contracts. We do whatever we can to take out that deadwood and to bring players. But yes, it is down to individual mistakes. You cannot do that mistake that Hugo did in the penalty. You cannot go and save the ball with one hand. You have to use your both hands. And if you watch compilation of goalkeepers, okay, maybe they use one hand here and one hand there, but mostly they go with both hands but I don't know what's happening to Hugo. Maybe after that injury he's not the same, because I think if you compare Hugo before the injury, he had problems before the injury, but now with the injury he has more problems because his confidence has dropped. He has the same problem as Gareth. He's scared. He doesn't want to get injured. He tries not to get injured, but when you play with that fear in your mind, with that fear inside of you, you are going to make mistakes, and that is unacceptable. The second goal versus Gundogan, I am sorry, but that is unacceptable. And any of you guys that have played even in Sunday League or with your friends, if any of your friends do that, you are going to call him out. Okay, come on.
Yeah.
And it is a simple mistake, a basic mistake. It is not a super difficult save that you have to make flying with your opposite hand. It is not that. It is just.
Yeah.
And remember, guys, the shot Calvert-Lewin, the goal Calvert-Lewin scored. I mean, that is unacceptable. And if you don't want to play for this club, if you want to go to another club, just go. Just go.
Okay.
We don't want you here.
Yeah. I said Hyper. Good points there, mate. I just want to keep it nice and sweet. I just want to get on to one more topic before we get out of here. We can spend another time of going through things like this. I think Bale was the best player just in minutes. Yusuf, I think you guys should get Tyrone Mings, Tarkovsky, and Karud. Who would you guys want? We'll go on another stream after that. We'll get up another. We'll set up another day for that. All these players in and out, guys. Just curious, what are you guys' thoughts on Cameron Carter Vickers? No, absolutely not. At Bournemouth, no. He's been around too long at this club. Yeah. If he was that good, guys, he'll be playing in this team by now. Eunice, he can't be worse than Dyer and Davis. As I said, mate, if he was that good, I mean, I think surely he would have been in this team by now. And Eunice, Redknapp's at Bournemouth, right, mate? Yep, Redknapp's there at the minute. Hugo, after 2018 World Cup, isn't the same. He's been declining ever since. Yes. Random Hyper Lloris is still good. You mean he didn't save with two hands? That's why you conceded. Bloody Papadom hands the past two games from Lloris, but I still think he's class. I think he's just influenced from our trash defence this season. When Hugo come back from injury, he looked class. I don't think he's been himself since he's come back from the injury, to be honest, Bookie. Our whole team's scared, in it, Hyper. Matt, just quickly round up on that. Was it individual areas yesterday? Or was it down to other things? Was it Jose's tactics, formations, or was it the players weren't trying hard enough? Just give us a quick thing on that, mate.
I'll put it simple like this: we're not Tottenham Hotspur FC anymore. We're Mistakes FC, because that's what we do every game. And it's individual mistakes that just keep costing us. It's the same thing that I've said for the last couple of weeks. Until these mistakes stop, or until we get a new defence, you guys we're just going to have to get used to these individual mistakes. We're going to be talking about this probably against Wolfsburger. There'll be a mistake, but we'll probably win. West Ham, there'll be an individual mistake, and it will go so on, until he gets a centre-back partnership that are good enough to cope with it. And I'm afraid that won't be until he can reassess that in the summer, if he is here. So, it's individual mistakes. Some of the team are trying hard. Some of them don't give a shit. Some of them have got no passion to wear our shirt, and some of them don't even deserve to be, to be mentioned in part of, of our club. We've had greats like Gascoigne, Hoddle, Gary Mabbott. It's a spit in the face to legends like that, the way we're defending at the moment and playing. So half that team is a disgrace, and I'm ashamed at the moment to have anything to do with that sort of team, bar sort of four players, which is Kane, Son, Reguilon, and Højbjerg, and then a few youngsters. But apart from that, the rest I couldn't really care less about.
Yeah, absolutely spot on there, Matt. Yeah, I totally agree with that, mate. Yusuf says he needs good defenders in front of him. Maybe that's why Alisson is going down. Bookie, he's just helping out, but not an official coach. I still think Vickers can offer us a bit. He's only 23. Roden is still. Yeah, but Roden is better than Carter Vickers, Eunice. But I'm telling you now, he's been around too long now. Carter Vickers. He's been in and out. He's been on loan, I think, to every other club in the country. If he's that good, someone would have picked him up and he would have been at a team for a long time. So if he's going to these championship teams, even they don't want him. I mean, they send them back to us and we've got to send them out for another loan. That just shows where his ability is at the minute. And you say, and crazy scenes that Goodson, for them win. Yeah. That's what I'm saying about this league this season. Anyone can beat anyone, and that's the scary thing about it this season. And I'll just quickly to snip it in the thing here. I think it's the yesterday. I think it was better Jose starting Davidson, Sanchez, and Dyer. Me personally, I would have started Rodon and Dyer really if Toby wasn't fit enough. Sanchez should not be nowhere near that team at all. I think the guy is absolutely toilet, but we ain't got much to pick from. We can't be picking and choosing because that's the shit we've got at the minute. And Jose is getting the backlash for it, and it's unfair on Joe to get this backlash. But he has to be questioned sometimes. We do agree with some of his tactics, some of his players he picks, some of his formations, and the late substitutions and things like that. Do you know what I mean? So there is things we will call them out on, but players got to go out there. They're the ones who goes out there and plays for the team. So I think it's definitely individual errors, mistakes at the minute, and there's definitely 2 yesterday in Hugo Lloris, and that's why we have to call them out on that one. And why are you lagging, Simon? I don't know. Am I lagging?
No.
You said the internet goes in and out. I watched most of my videos back, and it's only
it is your
every
internet,
now and then. It's the every now and then. All 3 of us go out. All 3 of us every now and then just go out, and you get it's not on my channel. It's on every other channel.
It is your internet, Yusuf.
The Joseph.
Check your internet, mate.
Eunice says, but he's been around at our club from 2016 when he had our prime defenders Jan and Toby, Walker and Rhodes. So you can't blame him for not being able to come in. But Eunice, what we're trying to say to you, mate, he's been out and around the championship for that long, mate. If he was that good, Tottenham would have had him back playing this 11. Or one of these championship sides would have signed him up, kept him, and he would have been playing week in, week out at a permanent club. And that's what I'm saying. This guy, it just sounds like he's just not good enough to give a permanent contract out to. Still can't believe we couldn't get Grealish for an extra 5 million. yeah, we see that one. So guys, just quickly, we'll just go back onto Jose at the bottom of the screen there. You'll see, as I've put it, it's time running out for Jose Mourinho. Before we wrap this up, guys, because we have been going 1 hour and 50 minutes, we'll got to the 2 hour mark, and that'll be it for us, guys. Matt, you give us your rundown on the question: is time running out now for Jose Mourinho?
Well, I think.
Matt, before you start, guys in the comments, get involved as well, guys. Before we come off stream, it's now time. Is time running out for Jose Mourinho at this club? Go on,
Matt. It's not looking good. I read a stat today that it's his lowest points per game ever at a club, and it's the lowest, and it's with Tottenham, and it is a point ratio of 1.65 each game. So that is his lowest of his career. So this is definitely his toughest job he's ever had, and he'll know that now. I think when he joined at first, he thought, "Oh, brand new shiny stadium,
I think he thought the squad was better than it actually is, but he's quickly realising what Pochettino realised, that this squad needed a lot of refreshing a long time ago, or at least 2 years ago. I do worry. I think he'll beat Wolfsberger. I mean, I think we'll beat them. I hope so. Obviously, it is a two-leg affair, so that, you know. I worry about West Ham. I worry if he doesn't beat them. I think it's the end of top four. I think it is the end anyway, but that will really be the nail in the coffin for that. And I don't think the fans will take to that very kindly, because, you know, we normally beat West Ham, or you know, or tend to get results against them. But I would give him time. There's no, I don't think the board are going to pay him 35 million to pay his contract out. There's just not the money available for that. And if they were to do that, then if they had that money, they should have maybe gone and got him someone like Sabitzer for 25 to 30 million if they had it in the bank as spare. So I think give him time. But like you say, Simon, knowing this board, if it goes the way it keeps going and we're not picking up points, they're going to have to make a decision, because there will just be a massive uproar, and many players will just start to fall out, and the fans are going to get worse with other fans. We'll start arguing with each other, and we'll end up turning out like that lot down the road, and we don't want that. We're not that sort of club. So yeah, we'll just have to see what the next few weeks hold. But I think the week coming is massive for Tottenham. We need to beat Wolfsberger, and we need a result against West Ham.
Yeah, absolutely spot on there, Matt. Before we go on the hyper here, actually, with this, Bookie says, this video's helped me with my Spurs phobia tonight, lads. Would love to do a call in one day. Keep up the brilliant work. Yeah, come on whenever you want.
Yeah.
Come on whenever you want. Just give me a private message. Just come on whenever you want. I think we should call it a day, streaming for 1 hour and 10. You guys deserve more subs, consistent uploading with Matt and Hyper. Pick up. Guys, listen, I keep saying this, guys. All YouTubers are different, guys. Listen, yeah, I haven't made this channel, guys, yeah, and to get these gold tickets, gold subs and things like that. So I've gave it because it's a bit of a hobby. I like talking to other fans, guys. Yes, I've gone a bit thing with this now. It's looking a bit snazzy and all that. I'm not taking this serious, guys. I mean, other fans want other YouTubers want to go to that 1K subs and go on and make money. Yes, if it goes that way, it goes that way. Seriously, I'm not bothered at the minute, guys. I really ain't. Other YouTubers are different, so that's why. If you want to sub to us, It's totally up to you. We can't force no one.
Yeah.
But thank you for the comment, though, Yusuf. And I meant Matt and Hyper aren't lagging, only Simon. That's wrong, because Matt's been lagging a couple of times when he talked there about Mourinho.
We can see Simon perfectly.
So it must be your internet, Yusuf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bookie says, well said, Matt. Completely agree with you, mate. That's well done, Matt. There. And you said problem. Youth, your problem is supporting Chelsea. We'll leave that one with you, Bookie. Hyper. Yeah, Matt's had these little stay on. It's time running out for Jose. Go on, Mr. Jose. You are Mr. Jose. Go on.
Well, in my opinion, the you go against your philosophy. You go against your philosophy, how you play. You hire a manager that was very successful with your enemies. With your enemies, you hire him. You bring him to your house. You invite him. You bring him to his house now to be your manager. You are going against the philosophy, your philosophy, because you know how this person plays. So why on earth you bring him in the first place? I don't understand. And this, I don't know if this is a Levy thing, some wet dream from Levy, that he always wanted Jose to be the manager because he watched all the success he had. I don't know if this is just a tantrum he's throwing, and I want Jose. Okay, now you got Jose. But why on earth they gave him the chance in the first place, knowing everything he has done, how he plays, his attitude, everything. Why give him in the first place? So now I think cutting this journey now, sacking Jose, the board will look stupid. Levy will look so stupid because he brought him in the first place. He gave him the players. And I was very happy because, as you know, at United, also he was demanding for these players. And I was very happy that here Levy could give him 7 players. That was amazing for me at the beginning. Obviously, now I see the quality of those players, and they are not good. But the board will look so stupid if they pull the trigger. And remember, we are not Chelsea. We are not Chelsea. We are not the same as Chelsea. We are not the same as Arsenal. We are a different club. So we are. I think this board needs to think what they are doing, and just to be look at themselves, because all these positions, all these people in these positions have egos, have big egos. They just want to compete to see who is the biggest, who is the best one in all the clubs in the world. And this board, I trust me, this board will look like stupids because they put on a project, they put on a manager, they gave him the players, and now just to say, okay, now sack him. Where do we go from here? So I think the worst mistake will be to sack him before the end of the season. If you want to sack him, give him till the end of the season and sack him. Because if you sack him now, you will have to give him the 40 million compensation that you can use in another player.
Yeah.
So the question maybe is not, maybe time is running out for the board, and yes, we should call them, because these decisions cannot be just like that, because they decided Jose is the man, but how they decided that, and now they're going backwards. So what are we playing here? What game are we playing?
Yeah, well said there, Hyper. You can go on a merry-go-round with Jose, what's going on at the minute. And I'll just wrap it up quickly. We've got Bucky and says our back four is the most disturbing wet dream. Maybe same like Manu, Bruno doing it all, and defenders let them down. They're a bit better than us at the minute, guys. Their defenders are a bit better than ours. And where I go with Jose, when they stacked Pochettino, Jose was the man to go to. They wanted this short-term thing instead of going for another long-term project like a Nagelsmann. To me, personally, that's the road they should have went down and gotten like a Nagelsmann in. And then he could have brought in like someone like Sabitzer and a couple more players and let's see how he go. But they've come in with the Jose Mourinho because they thought it was going to be a short-term, win trophies. He's won trophies everywhere he's gone. And they thought, oh, he can win trophies everywhere he's gone. Oh, he can do it at Tottenham. It's like he's got a magic wand, like overnight we're going to win all these trophies. It doesn't work if you're not going to spend the fucking money at this football club. You cannot give Jose this job and expect miracles from the defence. Seriously, it is the defence. It's letting us down at the minute. With that defence, we're not winning nothing. And to me personally, if they went with Jose, they should just gave him the pot. Say, listen, there's a pot. Go and who do you want? We'll go and get for you, right? We want trophies. You're probably the best man around at the minute. You've won everything. Now there's a pot there. Go and what players you want, and that's what they should have done. Go and got the players he wanted in that summer. Was it January? Yeah. Look, the summer just gone. That's what they should have done. Listen, yeah. There's the players, right? And they've gone like brought these 7 players and to me personally, Jose is running out of time. I really do mean me and Matt's been speaking about this, and we really do think you lose against West Ham. All right, doesn't matter what you do against Wolfsburger. If you lose badly against West Ham, and it could happen, guys. I mean, stranger things happen. I think he's literally hanging on by a thread. I really do. People may say no, he's here for. I'll tell you now, the board. I don't think the board will hack it no more. I really don't. I think they'll have to just bite. I think they have to bite their tongue and just literally just cut the ties with Josie and just pay him off and bring someone in. But as you said there, Hyper, I agree that who you're going to get if we sack Josie now, which is spot on, because there's no one out there who will come to this club in this mess at the minute. Not a chance. So me personally, I'll give Josie to the end of the season, see what we've won, see how we progress really. Is this sort of manager, should we now have another project? And I think, as we all agree, like a Nagelsmann, I think it'll be someone like him will be great for the club. And Yusuf says exactly, Hyper, maybe the money is a problem with the sacking, but something that if you bring in a new manager now, he has the rest of the season to take the team. Super Win, thank you for coming in, Super Win. Kermit the Frog can defend better than absolutely, mate. Absolutely. I'm gonna put bars, seriously. 5 in chat and only 3 likes. Come on, guys. Yeah, guys.
Come on, guys.
Smash the likes, guys. Seriously, get the likes in. If you're going out, smash that like, guys. And Bookie and Bad, it's 8 likes. So, guys, thanks for everyone in the chat.
Thank you, guys.
As we said, at the bottom of the screen, subscribe, like, share, comment, guys. Even when I've uploaded it, hit the comments in still, guys. Share away. Seriously, guys, I think tonight, this is a massive week now for Jose. Massive week. We've got to beat West Ham. Forget the Europa League game, because I think we can get a result. I think we will get a result. We've got to beat West Ham, and we don't. I think we could be coming to the very end of Jose at this club. So thanks for everyone in the chat. Absolutely fantastic. Much appreciated. Everyone, like most of you who's been in the chat for all this 2 hours, guys. We appreciate you guys. Keeps coming back as every single stream we do. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic for the support. We only do it for you guys to have a little say, to come on and speak to us and things like that. Give a little Tottenham therapy every time we lose, because it's becoming a repeatedly thing on this thing now. So yeah, we're going to end it there, guys. Thanks for everyone. Thanks for from Tottenham, from Premier Hotspur TV. I've been Simon, guys. This has been Matt, the Sussex Hotspur. Get over to him on Twitter, guys. And Hyper, get over at Hyper on Twitter, guys, as well. Thanks, Hyper, all the way from Mexico. So guys, good night. God bless. Super Win says, good stream, lads. Thank you, Super Win.
Thank you, Kermit.
And Bookie says, well done, lads. Brilliant stream. Looking forward to the next one. Yes, it's going to be another busy week, guys. We've got the Europa League coming up. West Ham, watch-alongs there. Previews going on there. The match prediction, guys, coming on Thursday night, guys. Thursday night, we'll do the Premier League match predictions again. Get your predictions in. Join our league and win a prize at the end of the season. So, guys, from us at Premier Hotspur, good night. God bless. And literally, we'll leave you with it. So, guys, God bless. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, guys.
Come on,
guys.